Shalom, shalom, shalom. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Hallelujah. All praises be to the Most High. Glory to the Holy One of Yasharel. Today I'm going to be dealing with the kingdom. My message is the kingdom. The kingdom is at hand. And my foundation is going to be, foundational scripture is going to be Matthew 13 and 11 to 13 and 52. We're going to be in the chapter of Matthew 13. Pretty much, with me, it's pretty simple. A lot of people, they make the scriptures difficult. But it's real simple. Once you understand that Torah is the kingdom, then you pretty much got it figured all out. You know what I mean? That's why in Matthew Matthew 6 and 36, I think it is. Is that what it is? I could be wrong. I think it's Matthew 6 and 36 where it says, seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and all its righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. You have to understand that the kingdom of Elohim is the mind of Elohim. That is the kingdom. Where does the king rule? The kingdom is where the king rules. You see what I'm saying? That's why you asked David, who shall build me a house? You see what I'm saying? He didn't allow David to build a house because he had blood. He had a lot of blood shed on his hands. So you have to understand that the kingdom of Elohim is his mind. This is your kingdom right here. Your king. This is where you rule. Now, with technology, they making it to where they even invade your mind. But anyway, this is where the Most High's throne is. It's in your mind. This is, the battle is for your mind. The enemy is always attacking your mind because he wants to sit on the throne. He wants to sit, in your subconscious mind, in the metaphysical. I think that's, if I'm correct, saying it correct. You have the metaphysical, and then you have the physical. So he wants to sit in your subconscious because whoever rules your mind rules your body. You know what I'm saying? As a pastor taught me, when I was coming up in the church, he was, he taught me that, if you can get your head through, you can get your body through. And that's the truest thing I ever heard, because I remember sometimes when we used to get locked out of our house, we had we had bars on the window where we stayed at, because, growing up in the 80s after the crack era, things got pretty hard. If you didn't have it bolted down, it was gonna be gone. So, I seen my brother one time squeeze his head through the bars because we locked ourselves out. We was much smaller though too. We was like, because sometimes we would lose our key to the house and stuff. Because we would catch the bus to school, and the bus would drop us off and stuff, and then sometimes we would lose our key to get in the house, and so we had to go through the bars or whatever. But I seen my brother, my head was too big, so I couldn't get through the bars. You know what I'm saying? But my brother, he could squeeze his head through, and he got through. You know what I'm saying? My next to the oldest brother, he pretty, he's smaller than me and my other brother. So, he used to squeeze his head in, and he could get through the bars and go unlock the door so we could get in or whatever. And so that's the truest statement I ever heard. If you could get your mind through, you could get your body through. You see what I'm saying? But because, the word is not made plain, people don't truly understand what it means when he says, seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and all its righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. If I think that's Matthew 6:35 or something like that. And so matter of fact, let me see real quick. It ain't 6:35, so um it's 6:32. Oh, excuse me, 33. That's what it is, 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So, we understand that the Torah is the righteousness of Elohim. I'm gonna take you to Deuteronomy 6:28, 6:25 real quick to show you, and then I'm gonna come back to my foundational scripture. 6:24 and 25. So the Torah is our righteousness. And Yahweh commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear Yahweh, our Elohim, for our good always, that he might preserve us always as it is as this day. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahweh, Eloah, as Elohena. I'm still learning, so just forgive me. I'm just trying to remember some things, but Elohenu, as he have commanded us. So yeah, that is our righteousness. The laws, the statutes, and the commandments is our righteousness. So when you see him say, seek ye first the kingdom of Elohim and all his righteousness, that's what he's talking about, because you have to understand that Torah is the mind of Yahuwah. It's the mind of God for those who don't know him as Yahuwah. As your relationship progresses with him, he starts to show you his name, and then you start to call him by his name, as your relationship progresses with him. You see what I'm saying? The closer you get to him, the more he shows himself to you. But anyway, back to Matthew 13. So you have to understand that the kingdom, because this is your kingdom. If you split king, dome, you're going to have king and dome. So dome is short for domain. You see what I'm saying? So you got the king's domain. The king's domain is your mind. You see what I'm saying? And so from the king's domain, from the kingdom, or from the mind of Yahuwah comes his word. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, think think before you speak. You see what I'm saying? Everybody has pretty much heard that, to think before you speak. You see what I'm saying? And a foolish man utters all of his thoughts right off the top of his head without even thinking about what he say. You know what I'm saying? But a wise man, thinks, before he speaks. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to understand that, the word came from the from the mind of Elohim, from the mind of Yahuwah. You see what I'm saying? So it is his kingdom. That's who the word was. That's why he was there in the beginning, was the word. You know what I'm saying? Because the word came from a thought, right? Am I making sense? Because Elohim is sense. He gave us common sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, he doesn't make sense to us, but because, you know, his thoughts are not our thoughts, neither are his ways our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. You see what I'm saying? But he gives us sense, you know what I mean, when it makes sense to you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that, you know, the word came from his mind, from the king's dome. That's why, you know, I've taught this before, you know, that in you know, in the prayer it says, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. The only way that the kingdom can come is if we observe his laws, his statutes, and commandments. Otherwise, you know, it's just gonna be a bunch of chaos, a bunch of confusion, which we know to be the root word of Babel. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, let me get into this kingdom, what the kingdom is like. What was I about to start at? I think it was 13. Hold on just a minute. Let me do it again. So we're going to be starting at Matthew 13 and 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. So it is given to us who say that we follow Hamashiach, or to those people who call themselves Christians. The mystery is given to you because you are the one who say that you follow Christ, that you follow Hamashiach. You know what I mean? You know, that is the mystery. So because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, you know, your mind sits in the heavens. That's why frequencies are able to, you know, you can see color, you know what I'm saying, because your mind is it's in the heavens, you know what I'm saying. It ain't all the way up in the heavens like the outer space, or if that's what you want to call it, but you know what I'm saying, it sits in the heaven. It's not on the ground, you know what I'm saying. But you can feel, you know, that's the frequencies, you know, that's like how you talk on the phone, your telecommunication. That's it's all through frequencies, you know what I'm saying, vibrations, you know what I mean, or whatever. So your mind sits in the heavens, you know what I mean. um the kingdom, you know, is in the heavens, but to them it is not given. So to those who who don't, you know, wish to know, who don't wish to come into the knowledge thereof, it's not given to them. It's only given to us for us to know. So, you know, it might be people that might watch this video and be like, oh, he ain't talking about nothing. You know, it's plenty of people who say I ain't talking about nothing. So to them, it's not given for them to know. You see what I'm saying? But to those who is given to understand the mysteries, then you can apply this to your life. Then you can sit down and you can listen to this message. For whosoever have, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that have. So to him that hath this word, more shall be given. You see what I'm saying? Because with this word, with the kingdom, you know, comes wisdom, comes knowledge, and comes understanding. You know, and with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding comes abundance. You know, that's why reference is made to the word being more precious than gold and silver. You know, it is likened to rubies. You see what I'm saying? So but to those who don't give it, you know, we see what happens to them. Sometimes we see what happens to them most of the time. You know, those who live wickedly in the earth. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes their lives are shortened, and then sometimes, you know, they're thrown into the pit, into the penitentiary. It's what I call it. That's the pit, you know. So when Jacob brothers threw him in the pit and sold him into slavery, you know, and threw him in the pit, they threw, you know, they threw him into the penitentiary. You know, that's just like I made reference to, you know, with the drug game. You know, that's like, you know, you know, somebody, you know, they catch a case, but you don't know, but that's your partner, you know what I'm saying? You know, and he got to give somebody up. You see what I'm saying? So he give you up. So he threw you in the pit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Uh, um, 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 uh, Joseph's brothers or Joseph's brothers was in the field. You know how we say I'm in the field. Y'all know how we get down, man. Y'all can't tell me that this book it's not, and man, yeah, hey, y'all should be talking crap, boy. I ain't gonna say the cuss word. I'm trying to stop cussing. But y'all will be talking crap, boy. I got something for you. He told me to say it, but I ain't gonna do it this message. I'ma wait. You know what I'm saying? But man, he be talking crap, man. They was in the field. You know how we talk, you know how we get down. I'm in the field. You know what I'm saying? You know what that field action is like. You know what I'm saying? So this book is, you know, we the only ones that talk like that. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones referred to think, man, I'm telling you, you'll be surprised of the things that the Most High say in this book. Man, this is your book. This is your history. This is our history. This is our knowledge. You know what I'm saying? This is our God. You know what I'm saying? Our Elohim. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going though, because time is of the essence. For whoso so have, to him shall be given. You know, so if you apply yourself in anything, you know, you're gonna, you know, gain. If you don't apply yourself, you're gonna lose. Therefore speak to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. So you know that's why it's written in parables, because it's not for everybody to understand. Everybody ain't gonna be saved. You know what I'm saying? That's just something, that's just the conclusion that we gotta come to. Everybody ain't gonna be saved. Everybody ain't gonna believe. You know what I'm saying? Some people just don't want to do right. Some people, you know what I'm saying, you know, even if they had the chance to do right, they wouldn't. They'll choose to do wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's their choice. You know what I'm saying? And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive. And sometimes it be because of the person that's delivering the message. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's just like they say, can anything good come out of Nazareth? They'll say, ain't this Mary's son? You know what I'm saying? He just a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? He just a low down, dirty dog. You know what I'm saying? A piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? Uh, a dumpster diver. You know this. That's what they. You know when they called him a carpenter, they couldn't see the good in him. You see what I'm saying? They didn't want to see the good in him, because they love living. You know what I'm saying? They love living in the dark, and he was of the light anyway. For the people heart is wax gross, so that means that their hearts was wax wicked. They were wicked. You know that gross means a lot, mean greedy. You know what I'm saying? So they was basically greedy. You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, that's the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of this life. And their ears are dull of hearing. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear. They like, nah, man, they ain't talking about nothing, man. I'm finna go get this money. You know, man, I'm finna go pop this perky. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go do whatever it is. You know, that's how they is. You know, when it come to the word, they don't want to hear. But you know what I'm saying? As soon as, man, I got this, you know what I'm saying, this little scheme for you. We can go get this bread. You know what I'm saying? They all tuned in. You know what I'm saying? Then their ears is wide open, but when it comes to the word, they don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the worstest mistake that you could ever make. You know what I'm saying? That's the worstest mistake I ever made. You know, but my ears are open now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get to the point to where, you know, with some people, you know, they be hitting home and I don't want to listen, but, you know, still yet, you know, that's what a doctor do. He cuts. You know what I mean? The word is meant to cut you. You know, that's why I said it's a double-edged sword. It's meant to cut you. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about being cut, once you get circumcised, that's what it means to be circumcised. You see what I'm saying? You have to get, your heart has to get cut. You know what I'm saying? Because it's calloused. We were born in sin and shaped into iniquity. So you gotta think, you 20 years in the game doing wrong, 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 and never doing no right. Your heart become callous because of the things in the world that you see. So your heart has to be circumcised, just like your genital had to be circumcised. You see what I'm saying? The genital has to be circumcised 8 days after the child is born, according to Mosaic law. You see what I'm saying? The law of circumcision. You see what I'm saying? Your genital had to be circumcised, and it's the 8 is the number of infinity. The 8 is a number of new beginnings, and so just like your genital has to be circumcised, so does your soul, your heart, your will, your emotions. You see what I'm saying? That all has to be circumcised, because when you so used to doing wrong, and nobody ever showing you right, that's all you know. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna do. You see what I'm saying? And so at least at any time, they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and should heal them. You know what I mean? You gotta wanna hear this. You know what I'm saying? Don't you a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, when these messages is coming forward, they get mad, you know what I'm saying, because you know sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the word might touch home. You know what I mean? But it's the word speaking to you through me, not me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's me, but you know what I'm saying, it's the word speaking through me. I had to go through a time of circumcision. I still gotta be circumcised. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in a place, in a posture where I still have to be circumcised. I still got some things in my heart that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? From years of certain things that I've dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it come out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it come out. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be working so hard though, trying to keep it in, but man, sometimes, man, I just can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, I just let it out, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowing the Most High to circumcise me. Um, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have to seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them. You know, because back in the day, they didn't, you know what I'm saying, they didn't get to see the things that we saw, that we seen. They didn't have the scriptures like we have them right now, where you can just pick it up anytime and you can read. They had to have somebody come before them and read it for them. You know what I'm saying? They had to have, it was only one scroll, and the king is the one who read the scrolls. You know what I'm saying? And the prophet was the one whom, when one nobody living according to the scrolls, his spirit had just come up on the prophet, and the prophet would go deliver the word for them to, change their ways. You see what I'm saying? And your heart represents your mind. Your mind, when it says your heart, is talking about your mind. You see what I'm saying? Your soul. You got to change your mind. You see what I'm saying? Change your soul. You know what I'm saying? Your will. You know what I mean? It's like when you live a certain, that some people say habit. Some things become habit, like smoking cigarettes. It become habit. People say, well, I can't quit because it's a habit. You know what I'm saying? You can quit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, your will, your mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change your mind and say, man, I'm gonna get this up. You know what I'm saying? Some people can go cold turkey. Some people, cut back or whatever. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and casteth away that which was sown in his heart, in his mind. This is he which received seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and I might, hold on, did I go too far? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I got ahead of myself. Hold on. Oh yeah, hear ye the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth if not, okay, my bad. Ye have but he that receiveth seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy receive it, yet have he not root in himself, but endure for a while, basically endure for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. And man, I'm telling you, man, that used to be me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that used to be me, man. Let me just say that. Because a lot of times, when a word is given, when the Most High give you a word, you know what I'm saying? You being the person that deliver the word is always, to you first. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm teaching you the word, I'm being taught too. You see what I'm saying? Through the word. Um, and so he didn't have no root in him because he didn't take the time to really sit down and digest the word and go back and read and regurgitate the word like how cattle do. They got like what it is, 5 stomachs or something like that. And you know what I'm saying, they'll eat the food, regurgitate it, throw it up, eat it again. It'll go into the second stomach, regurgitate it, eat it, and then it'll go back into the third stomach, something like that. You know what I'm saying? If anybody know anything about cows, you know what I'm saying, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And the word is just like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't just expect, to read the word one day and then think you just got it all figured out. No, it's a continual thing. It's consistency and persistency. You might not read it every day, but I mean, as long as you doing 3-4 times a week or something like that, then you'll be all right. But sometimes, persecution and stuff come on you to where you get to the point to where you don't want to read. You know what I mean? And I've had spells like that to where the world started to get to me and I didn't want to read. You know what I'm saying? I stopped reading, and so it was a lot easier for things to get to me. But that's just the Most High telling me I need to buckle down even more. And despite the persecution and things that's going on, just continue to stay steadfast, unremovable, always abounding in the work of the Most High, which is reading His word. That is the work. He also that receiveth seed among the thorns. I didn't read the whole thing. Matter of fact, let me go back up here real quick. Hold on just a second. I think I might have did. Hold on just a second. I kind of started, but you can go back and read it for yourself. Go back and read the 13th chapter, and it's going to tell you the kingdom of heaven is like this. You know what I'm saying? What verse is that? Yeah. Yeah, but when you get time, just go back and read it yourself. I'm going to keep moving forward. But he that receiveth seed into, excuse me. He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. And man, I'm telling you, the word is true, man. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you get past the part where it fall on stony ground and you don't let the persecution get to you, you know what I'm saying? Because the covenant comes with promises. You know what I'm saying? That's how they got into the promised land. You know what I'm saying? The promised land is, the Most High's abundance. You see what I'm saying? And so, a lot of people will get captivated by the abundance, and then once they don't see that it's coming, and I've been there. I'm there. I'm in that situation right now to where, you know what I'm saying, I've been working for like 4 years working. You know what I'm saying? 3-4 years, the Most High has been proving me. Let me show you. I'll show you. I don't gotta tell you. I'll show you. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy 8. This is why most people don't want to get on this walk, because you know what I'm saying, when you get on this walk, the Most High gonna prove you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Deuteronomy 8:8. I think it's 8:4. Let me see. Hold on just a minute. Let me look up the word real quick. I know it's in hold on just a second. I know it's 8. I think it's 8:8, and they should question it to prove the. Oh, it ain't in 8. Oh, that's why, cause I'm in 18. It's 8:8. My bad. Hold on just a minute. So he says, for Yahweh Eloheka bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks, of water, of fountains and depths, that springeth out of the valleys and hill, a land of wheat and barley and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of olive oil and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness, thou shalt not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten and art filled full, then thou shalt bless Yahuwah Eloheka for thy good land which he hath given thee. Beware that thou forget not that Yahuwah Eloheka is in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes which I command thee this day. Least when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget Yahuwah Eloheka, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and droughts, where there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of the flint. I think it's 8:4. Hold on just a second, because I think I went too far. Yeah. Yep, that's where it is. And thou shalt remember all the ways which Yahuwah thy Elohim led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thy heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or not. So you see that the Most High, he proves you. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a wife. You know what I'm saying? He proves a wife. You know what I'm saying? If that wife is not going to be faithful, if she's not going to be respectful, if she's not going to honor you, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't prove those things. She doesn't deserve to be married. You see what I'm saying? She belongs to the streets. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to go back to Matthew, because I'm trying to get you to understand what the kingdom is like. Everything that I've been giving you is from the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? 13 and what was we at? Let's go back to what was it? 23. And he that receives seed in good ground. So the word is like a seed. I'm planting a seed right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm teaching you the word to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? And I'm planting the seed for those who receive it in their heart. Then it's planted on good ground, because you have to understand that the word is full of allegorical, symbolic, in nature. You see what I'm saying? And so when you understand that man was formed from the dust of the earth, the ground, you see what I'm saying? And that the word is like a seed. You see what I'm saying? That word which the Most High spoke in the beginning, let there be light, that was a seed. You know what I'm saying? That he planted. You know what I mean? How you think all these trees and everything that man hasn't put his hands to, that's on the earth, from the animals to the insects, they were all planted in the earth. No matter, we don't know how they got there, but we know that it was it was done by a word. You see what I'm saying? So it was planted. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field. That's what the Most High did in the beginning. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. That's just like me sowing the seed into you now. And then, you hearing the word and you go forth on tomorrow or whenever on the next day, and the enemy come behind, because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual wickedness, and authority in high places. Then those spirits will come to take the word from you. You see what I'm saying? To come to plant doubt. You know what I'm saying? Doubt is the opposite of fear. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to come and plant doubt in your heart and tell you, oh man, that word don't mean nothing. You ain't going to benefit and you ain't going to profit if you stay on the path. You know what I'm saying? This path ain't easy, man. Trust and believe me, you're going to be faced with a lot of obstacles and everything trying to get to that promised land that the Most High got for you. But a lot of people are scared to get on the path. That's why they don't ever get on it. You see what I'm saying? But the first step is just taking action. You see what I'm saying? You just got to take action, because everybody's path is different. Even though it's the same path, it's different how the Most High handle you. You see what I'm saying? That's just like, you might have two wives. You know what I'm saying? You might handle this wife different than this wife. This wife might require, a little more teaching or a little more attention. You see what I'm saying? This wife, she might require something else. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you an example. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's like that with the word. But when the blade was spring up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the household came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow a good seed in the field? For whence then has it tares? So they like, dang, well, because sometimes, you know, you it's a lot of women out. I'm just using this as an example. Just, what I'm saying, like, this is not no gender war, gender race, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using this as an example. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you might get a woman that look like, what I'm saying, she's a wheat, but she turned out to be a terror. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, she might have some issues with certain things, that you teach or that you say, and she might not see things, especially over here. You know what I'm saying? How we been, conditioned over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking to this woman the other day, or this lady the other day, and she was like, us men need to wear the pants and stop wearing dresses. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, if you only knew, you just talking because that's what the crowd do. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, these women don't understand, which I don't care to go in depth into, about, how us as men, we are held down unless we willing to, kiss some, let's say brown nosing for the sake of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Unless we willing to brown nose. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't never been the type to brown nose, you know what I'm saying? Because, in these days, it ain't, what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer about your work ethic, you know what I'm saying? It's about if you're gonna, be subjective to another man. You see what I'm saying? And so, I ain't really big on that. But anyway, if that's a whole nother conversation, man. Just, what I'm saying, if you want to give it a like, give it a thumbs up, because I don't want to have this conversation and this gender war, because it ain't about that. I'm just using this as an example. And a lot of women, they like to try to, reverse the roles, that reverse psychology. Well, y'all men, y'all messed up just as messed up as us. And, you know what I'm saying? So what? A man is still a man. You chose to be with him. You got to follow him. You know what I'm saying? No matter how he is, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't hollering that he wasn't no good when you chose him. You know what I'm saying? So if you chose him and he leading you, you follow. And if you don't like what the man is doing, then you leave him. You know what I'm saying? He said unto them, an enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? And that's just like in the garden. You know what I'm saying? Eve was a good woman. You know what I'm saying? Until the enemy came along and sold a bad seed into her. You know, sold the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil in her. You know what I'm saying? That's when she became corrupted, because, you know, then the enemy showed her power. That's a whole, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of, you know, that's how it is over here in this land over here, you know, in the new world. You see what I'm saying? But in the old world, man, a lot of y'all women would have done got stoned by now. You know what I'm saying? And that just keep it real. You go ask anybody. You know what I'm saying? Them people over there in Iraqi and all that, they don't play that. You know what I'm saying? How y'all be playing over here. You know what I'm saying? How you can bring a man's ego, you know, y'all use, you know, y'all power that y'all have freedom over here more than the man over here to bring a man down this low by going to go sleep with his best friend, or, you know what I'm saying, go out and cheat and on your husband, you know, after your husband don't work 20 years building a life for you and your family, and then all of a sudden you get a wild hair up your backside and you want to divorce him and go, you know, have a hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all would have been, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, y'all lucky y'all over here. Real talk. And I ain't trying to, you know, I'm just keeping it real with you. Go do your research on them people over there in Iraq. Why you think, you know what I'm saying, when you know, the America be going over there and having war with them, they be trying to, you know, force their religion up on them. What you think is going on in Africa right now, in Sudan? How they trying to push these rainbow laws, you know what I'm saying, over there, and them people ain't having it. They passing law. If we catch you doing any of that, you gonna perish. You know what I'm saying? Go look it up, what I'm talking about, if you think I'm lying. Let both grow together until harvest. And you know, like I say, some of these women, they start out good with you until they see a man come along with something more than you. And then he able to get in their ear, and then she leave you like that. And that's what the problem is, because, you know what I'm saying, social media is messed up a lot of things. You know, now women, you know, they can get attention from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, they come to find out and be looking stupid. I don't look stupid in my life before too, but I'm just saying, majority of the time, you know what I'm saying, a lot of women end up looking stupid because they be going for material things, and then once the guy get what he want, then he gone. Then that's just another body you got. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it come from a lot of us, you know, not being taught right, correctly, you know what I'm saying, in this land, being disadvantaged, the homes being broken up. You know, you got women and men with daddy and mommy issues. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk, just keeping it real. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reaper, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in the bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of a mustard seed, you know, which a man took, you know, because as long as you have faith of a mustard seed, if you can believe it, you can decree it, you can achieve it. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to have faith of a mustard seed. That's what the kingdom of life is like. For he said that my kingdom is nigh thee, even in your mouth. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really like to speak a lot, and I kind of try to watch but even your thoughts are deadly. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you could, you know what I'm saying, especially when you get into a place with the Most High, if you start thinking it shoot, 9 times out of 10 might come to pass. So I kind of try to be careful how I think, but some people put me in a certain mind state with their actions sometimes, like, man, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where they be making you want to hurt them, you know what I'm saying? But then I have to come back to reality and think like, man, no, I don't want to get in trouble and go and sit in a place, you know, that's where the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding comes in. Because a lot of us, how we've been raised to act off impulse, because we haven't had a man in our life. We haven't been taught to weigh out our options. We haven't been taught, to think before we act. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of us end up in a compromised position, which indeed is least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what happened when you get rich? Here come all the birds, the pigeons. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I told you the Most High got a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? All kind of birds come, buzzards. You know what I'm saying? Those just coming just to try to get some money out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's, they all come flocking to the tree. Once that must. I'm telling you, the Most High he got a sense of humor. What we call birds? I'm just saying. What do we call them? Don't we call uh uh uh? Don't we refer to women sometimes as chickens or chicks? Birds, you know what I'm saying? Pigeons, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's I'm just trying to help you see and connect the dots. That's all. I'm not trying to be funny, none of that. You know what I mean? Another parable speak he unto them, the kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid 3 measures of meal till the whole was leavened. And so that's how the kingdom of heaven is, man. That's how the kingdom of, if you grasp this word, man, if you take hold of this word, man, it ain't gonna be easy. See, you know what I'm saying? That it's a song out there. He never said that it will be easy. You know what I'm saying? It's a song. I can't think of the name of it, but I'll put it up probably after I get through doing this. But anyway, it's not gonna be easy, man. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you can make it through. It's hard. It ain't easy. You know what I'm saying? You might end up, you know what I'm saying, homeless, sleeping in your car for 4 years, you know what I'm saying, with your dogs. You know what I'm saying? You might go some nights without some food. You might not know where your next meal coming from, where your next paycheck coming from, man. I'm telling you, it's not easy, man. It's not easy by far. All these things spake Yahusha unto the multitude in parables, and without parables spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which he spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open up my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. So, man, I just want to let you know that, man, what the kingdom of heaven is like. The kingdom is his mind. That's why he say, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, shall I heal their land. The third one, seek my face. The mouth is on your face, on your head. From the mouth comes the word. You see what I'm saying? You hear me speaking. Do you understand the words that's coming out of my mouth? You know what I'm saying? So that's coming from my mind. That's why he tells you to seek his face. But a lot of us is too busy seeking his hand. You know what I'm saying? And then once we get what we want from his hand, then we leave him. You know what I mean? So you have to be seeking what's coming from his face. You know what I mean? So, man, I just thought I'll stop by and say that, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Hit the like button, man. Share with somebody, man. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.